Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Two Sides podcast. I'm Cross, your Mr. Nice Guy.
And I'm Mimie, your no filter, and we are so delighted to have you here.
Today's topic has ended friendships, broken relationships, and started countless arguments.
Some people believe it's possible to genuinely love two people at the same time.
Others say that's impossible.
Can you truly love two people at the same time?
Mimie, let's start with the biggest question of the day. Can someone truly love two people at the same time? Is it possible to genuinely love two people equally, or is that just an excuse people use to justify cheating?
No, let's stop trying to make cheating sound romantic. The moment your heart starts making room for another man or another woman while you're committed to someone else, you've already crossed the line. People say, I love both of them. No, you don't. You're refusing to make a choice. Love demands commitment. If your partner has to compete with someone else for your affection, that's not love. That's emotional cheating, and we shouldn't normalize it.
I disagree completely, Mimie. Feelings aren't something you switch on and off. A person can unexpectedly develop genuine feelings for someone else. That's not the cheating. The cheating begins when they lie, deceive, or betray the trust of the person they are committed to. Don't confuse human emotion with human behavior.
Cross, let me ask you my second question. If you truly love your partner, why would you fall in love with someone else?
Because love isn't always planned. You can be deeply committed to someone and still unexpectedly develop feelings for another person through constant interaction or shared experiences. That doesn't erase the love. The real test of character is next. Do you protect your relationship or do you betray it? Feelings may be beyond control, but your decisions never are.
No, Cross. That's exactly how people justify cheating. Love isn't just a feeling, it's a commitment you choose every single day. If you're opening your heart to someone else, you've already stopped protecting the relationship you claim to value. That's not bad luck. That's a decision.
Let's pause this debate for a moment and bring it closer to home. We've all seen the headlines involving Tubaba, Yul Edochie, and Ned Nwoko. Every time their relationships dominate the news, the internet becomes divided. One group says the heart chooses who it loves. The other group says, no, that's simply cheating dressed up as love.
And that's exactly why people are confused. Just because someone says they love to doesn't automatically make it true. When relationships involving public come headlines, people often focus on the romance and forget the heartbreak. Behind every trending story are real people dealing with broken trust, difficult choices, and public scrutiny. So let's not confuse a complicated show with proof that divided love is the same as committed love.
Let's raise the stakes. Can someone genuinely have deep feelings for two people and still remain faithful, or is that impossible?
Absolutely not. The moment you're emotionally investing in someone else, you're already being unfair to your partner. You may not have kissed them or slept with them, but you've given someone else the attention, affection, and emotional connection that belong in your relationship. Stop dressing emotional cheating in fancy words. Betrayal doesn't start in the bedroom, it starts in the heart.
You're confusing temptation with betrayal, Mimie. A person doesn't become a cheat simply because unexpected feelings arise. Cheating begins when those feelings become secret conversations, hidden meetings, lies, and broken promises. Having feelings isn't a crime. Acting dishonestly is.
Cross, this is my final question, and I want you to answer it honestly. If you discover you love two people, who deserves your loyalty? Do you stay with the person you committed to, or should you follow your heart to the new person?
My loyalty belongs to the person I committed my life to. That's exactly my point. But you don't have to act on them. Real love is proven by self-control. If I truly value my relationship, I'll distance myself from the other person before those feelings become betrayal. Having feelings doesn't make you unfaithful. Choosing your commitment over your emotions is what defines integrity.
Cross, you've just contradicted yourself. If you have to run away from another person because you're developing feelings, you've already admitted your relationship is in danger. The truth is simple. The moment someone else starts occupying your heart, your partner is no longer your only choice. That's emotional infidelity. Call it self-control if you want. But don't pretend loving two people at the same time is innocent.
Mimie, you're treating emotions like they're voluntary. They aren't. Nobody wakes up and says, today I'll fall in love with another person. Feelings can happen unexpectedly. Mimi, what separates a faithful person from a cheat is the decision they make after those feelings appear. If they walk away and protect their relationship, they haven't cheated.
No, Cross, that's where you're wrong. Love doesn't just happen. Love grows where you invest your time, attention, and emotions. If you're spending enough time with someone else to fall in love, you've already neglected the person you promised to love. Don't blame your feelings. Take responsibility for your actions before the feelings ever become that deep.
So let me ask you this, Mimi. If a married man develops feelings for a colleague but immediately distances himself, tells his wife the truth, and protects his marriage, are you seriously calling that man a cheat?
Yes, because the emotional attachment had already begun. He did the right thing by stopping it, but let's not pretend nothing happened. Hi Cross, hi Mimi, I have a question. If you fall in love with someone else while in a relationship, should you tell your partner? Does confessing show honesty or simply transfer the pain? Thank you for that brilliant question. Here's the uncomfortable truth. Yes, you should tell your partner because they deserve the truth. But don't expect them to praise your honesty. Love without honesty is manipulation.
Thank you for your question. I agree that honesty is important, but let me add this. Don't confess just to ease your guilty conscience. First, end the emotional attachment, take responsibility, and decide to protect your relationship. Then be honest with your partner. Real love isn't just about telling the truth. It's about making the right decision after telling it. Hello, hosts. If the person you love falls in love with someone else, but insists they still love you, would you believe them or would you call it cheating? Thank you for that question. My answer is this. Yes, I would believe they still love me because feelings can be complicated, but believing them doesn't mean accepting the situation. If my partner truly loves me, then her actions should prove it. She must choose our relationship, end the emotional connection with the other person, and rebuild the trust they've damaged. Love isn't just about what you feel. It's about who you choose when your heart is tested.
Cross, that's exactly why many people get their hearts broken. You say you'd believe them, but I wouldn't. The moment my partner tells me they've fallen in love with someone else, they've already admitted that our relationship no longer has their complete heart. You can't ask me to celebrate your honesty after you've shattered my trust. Look at the public conversations. The debate wasn't whether they had feelings. It was whether their commitment had been compromised. For me, once your heart is divided, your loyalty is divided too. That's not love. That's emotional cheating.
Whose argument convinced you today?
Team Cross or Team Mimie?
Comment below, explain your opinion, choose your side, and follow the Two Sides podcast for more bold conversations. Bye.